Hi guys, this is Valerie, and this is my second attempt at a tutorial for English/language arts tutoring. If I sound a little bit funny, it's because I am getting over a cold, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. This lesson is actually going to be about something I like to call precise wording, and it has to do with not only improving your vocabulary, but using the exact words in the right places, not just relying on the most general vocabulary that we know. It helps not repeat yourself, and it also helps you be more exact when you're trying to explain something. This exercise that I'm going to show you guys actually works for first graders all the way up to high schoolers. The example that I like to use is a paragraph that I write about making pie. And it's usually a little bit longer, but just for brevity's sake, I'm going to go ahead and show you the short version. This is the paragraph that you're going to use to start. Okay, you see that? I made my family pie. First, I put the pie in the oven. Next, I took it out. Third, I gave it to my family. The problem with this paragraph is that the verbs that are underlined, made, put, took, and gave, are all very, very basic. They're very simple. They're very versatile. You can use the word made way too much. Things like, I made a mess. I made popcorn. I made a mistake. It's very, very versatile, and it's just not very specific. In this particular paragraph, there's no repetition, but it is boring in the way that it's written. So what I ask my students to do after they've written that paragraph down and underline the appropriate words is I ask them to do something, ask them to play charades with themselves. If you guys aren't familiar with charades, it's the process of acting out a word. So, since this paragraph is about making a pie, I'll have them act out the process of making a pie. Putting it into the oven, removing it or taking it out, things like that. And then I'll have them put in more correct, more specific verbs into the paragraph. So a better example of this paragraph is right here. I baked my family pie. First I slid the pie in the oven. Next I removed the pie. Third I served it to my family. The reason that this paragraph is so much better is because baked, slid, removed, and served are all exact verbs that can't be used too often. Baked, you can't say I baked a mistake, I baked popcorn, things like that. It's specific to the paragraph. It just sounds better if you're not using the most basic verbs that you could, like made and put. It's much more specific. When doing this exercise, sometimes I'll add many sentences to make it up to like a 15-sentence paragraph, and I'll ask the students to continue finding the right verbs, continue acting out the action in order to get it, and it's really very helpful. I found that whenever students do this on a regular basis, they learn more vocabulary words and they end up writing much more specifically. Anyone can do this. You can write a paragraph about making a sandwich, and it's going to allow you the exact same challenge as to finding the correct verbs and not repeating yourself and not using the basic words that you already know. So this is one of my favorite exercises to do. It's super easy, but it's really helpful in the long run. If you guys have any questions or comments about building vocabulary or using precise wording, go ahead and email me, teamgarcia12@yahoo.com, or leave a comment, and I'm here to help.